Okay, ladies, I just wanted to jump on here. You ladies should definitely keep your boundaries up, especially dealing with these men out here. Way too entitled, way too entitled. Um, think that women owe them something. Um, oh, women don't owe women don't owe you men anything. Okay, you have to put in the work and effort to get a quality woman. And a lot of these men think that women owe them something. And unfortunately, the patriarchal system has conditioned men that they don't have to really do anything when it comes to getting a woman. So you guys have been pretty much in the bed all day today. And I've just been kind of resting. Been kind of resting these last couple of days here, really since yesterday. And definitely just wanted to jump on here, talk about some things that I'm just not going to put up with when it comes to dealing with a man. You know, you men who don't want to put in the effort, you don't want to build, you don't want to provide, you don't want to lead, you don't get access to women. It's just that simple. Men who go to therapy, men who take care of themselves mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and enhance their lives financially, they deserve access to women. All of you men who are coming in with this chaotic, toxic energy, um, I'm just really tired of meeting you types of men, men who have nothing going on productive, men who are not building to enhance their lives, to make their lives better than what they're doing, men who have no vision, men who have no plans, men who have nothing positive to say, men who are just constantly toxic, just full of drama, full of negativity, um, complaining types of men, men who do not express themselves in healthy ways, men who don't have boundaries, men who don't take care of their hygiene properly, men who do not understand that codependency is not something that's a turn on for a woman, um, men who are not confident, men who just don't have anything going for themselves, you know, unemotional, intelligent men, men who lack any kind of hindsight, um, men who are not providers, men who are not financially stable, men who are not emotionally stable. You lack emotional and emotional maturity. You lack emotional intelligence. You're manipulative. You're narcissistic. You're the types of men I need to avoid, and I'm avoiding many of you because many of you fit these things that I do not want in a mate. Um, Men who have to be told what to do and how to do things, men who literally just want to dominate, control, and humble. Like, we're avoiding you types of men, okay? You don't have um, anything going on for yourself, like, a home, a car, saving money, things like that. The last thing you need to be doing, even not having a job, the last thing you don't need to be doing is getting out here having a relationship with a woman. Like, we're just not dealing with you types of men. So, ladies, you're going to have some boundaries like that. You're going to have to be very clear on what you do not want in a mate. And don't focus on those things, but have those boundaries in place so that you're not attracting these types of men that I just mentioned. Especially these types of men who live at home with their mom, their dad. They need a woman to live with them in order to survive. Women who literally have to build men up. We're avoiding you types of men. So, I avoid codependent types of males. I'm not here to be your men's caretaker. I'm not here to build you up to a man. Like, I'm that's just not my job. I'm sorry. And there are a lot of men out here who need women to like help them to be a man. Like, you men have a whole entire system here. You have a whole entire patriarchal system here. But you need a woman to help you to be a man in order for that woman to be able to deal with you when it comes to submission. And I think something is very wrong there. Anytime you men are asking women to do and be these things, I think something's very wrong there. Men who don't put in emotional effort, men who do not lead or any of that, like, you don't need to be out here dating. Like, you need to not be pursued by a woman at all, period. Like, you don't need to date, period. Anyways, you guys, I just wanted to get on here and rant about this because it's the entitlement of these men while they put in no effort to become better men. Like, men who are broke and you can't take care of yourselves um independently, you don't need to be out here dating. You talking about you need a woman to submit to you. You need to be submitting to a job, to a higher education so you can get a better career and better pay. Like, asking a woman to like submit to you when you're broke is crazy work. It's crazy work. Like, nobody's submitting to poverty and brokenness, men. You want a woman to submit to you, you need to become a man worth submitting to. You literally need to prove how worthy you are for a woman to be in your life. It's just crazy what these men are asking women to do for little or nothing. What's between your legs and what you have in your wallet, man, it's not enough. You got to come with character. You have to come with something worth a woman submitting to. And a lot of you men are not coming with anything worth submitting to. Hence why women are not dealing with you. Okay. I like men who I don't have to tell what to do. As a man, you should know what you need to do. But if a woman has to tell you what to do as a man, then you're not you can't be taken serious. Hold on a second, you guys. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I had to send something off. I just don't like dealing with men who just lack provision. And these are the same men out here asking women to submit to them. Like, sir, you don't own a home, you don't own a car, you don't have any financial stability, you lack emotional maturity, you lack emotional intelligence. You are walking around here calling yourself red pill, manosphere, whatever, talking about you're needing a woman to submit to you. Submit to a job, submit to higher education. What I've learned is the more educated a man is, the more emotional intelligence you gain. If you guys think I'm lying, go look this up. The more you become educated, the more emotional intelligence you become. And this is why men do not like educated women, because they don't want women who are smarter than them, who can think better than them. They want you women dumbed down and naive and low IQ just like them, because you're more easy to be controlled. And I've had men attack me for being educated. I've had men attack me for speaking proper. Ladies, we have to stop dealing with these low tier males. We have to. I mean, we just have to, because these men are just walking around here thinking because they are a man and they have a job and they have a penis between their legs, it is enough for them to get a woman. And most of them lack a personality, they lack the character, they don't know how to make women laugh, they don't know how to entertain women, they're just boring, and nothing's going on with them. And God forbid you try to have a conversation with these men and you're not getting anywhere with them pertaining to emotional intelligence. Like, they don't know how to have a conversation with women. Like, if you're going to talk to me, you need to be able to communicate with me and be able to hold a stimulating conversation that's not including what's between your legs, what's between my legs, or what can we do for each other in bed. Like, I don't want to talk about sex. I don't want to talk about your genitals. I don't want to talk about my genitals. I want to have a stimulating, emotional, intelligent conversation with a man who is emotionally intelligent and has some kind of awareness and hindsight within himself to be able to properly communicate with a woman who's high vibrational. What I'm learning is a lot of you men are just not high vibrational. You're operating in low tier effort, low tier mediocrity behavior, and you're packaging it up and saying I'm a good man. No, you're not a good man, sir. You lack character, you lack personality, you lack things that would make me say, ooh, this is a great man, this is someone I want to see where this connection goes. um it's just not worth it. It's not worth it, you guys. Lost the connection. This isn't a competition. College educated women are not like myself. We're not competing with you men. Okay, I'm not here to compete with you, and it's a huge turnoff for me when a man wants to compete with me. What are you competing with me for? To show me how much of an asshole and a jerk you are? Because that's what you're proving to women like me when you try to compete with us. Like, I don't want to compete with you. This isn't a game. This isn't to see who's the better gender. Women like myself who are educated, we became educated because we're tired of meeting you dumb down as men. Okay, that's number one. Okay, at least this is for me. I'm tired of meeting you dumbass men. The end. I'm tired of meeting you men who have no vision going on. Like you have nothing going for yourself. Um, you have nothing going for yourself. I'm really tired of meeting you types of men. I am tired of meeting you men who cannot provide. Women who are educated, we had to become our own providers because we got tired of meeting you men who couldn't provide. We got tired of expecting you to step up and be the man in the relationship or the connection. We also got tired of sitting around expecting you to take care of us. Yeah. So women who became their own providers at one point in time trusted a man or men, and those men disappointed her. So when a woman literally takes the reins and gets control of her life and her finances, we get tired of the abuse of you men. Like a lot of women who take on that role, they've been in a situation where they've given a man access and control over their lives and over them, and those men overly exerted their power or abused their power. For me, my grandfathers, yes, you heard me correctly, my grandfathers taught me never ever trust or rely on a man ever for shit. And these were black men who told me this. My grandfathers. Never ever rely on a man for shit. Because at any time, these men can switch up and decide they're not going to take care of you or leave you. And that has always stuck with me to the day they died. So I don't ask men for shit and I don't rely on them for shit. Because you men love switching up too much for me. And Akina loves her peace. I love my space. I love not I love the fact that I'm not actually um putting you guys in my orbit. I love being able to control who comes in and out of my energy field. And what I've learned is putting you men in my space becomes a problem. It becomes a problem. In other words, I can't be in the same existence and home with a man for very long periods of time. It just never works out. It never works out. You know, keeping you men at a distance out of my home and out of my life works. I have more control. I have more access over, my home and my life when you men are not in it. And putting you in it, you have to be worth someone dealing with. And a lot of you men are not worth dealing with. You're not worth the headache, the stress, any of it that you put women through. If I'm going to put you in my life, you need to actually enhance my life and make it better than what I'm doing. And what I've learned is none of you who I've actually put in my life, or at least I'm not going to say put in my life, but the majority of you have never ever benefited anything I have going on. Because you men who just come into women's lives, you just want to take, and you're not benefiting anything in women's lives. You're just coming in with your chaotic drama and all of this weird masculine energy you men love coming with, and women. I don't want to be dealing with all that. I don't like, once again, I don't like men who compete. I don't like men who, oh, well, let's just go 50-50. Look, I'm not, if you're asking me to go 50-50 with you, you're already a red flag to me. You're telling me you're financially broke, you can't take care of a woman, and you can't take care of yourself. Sir, you don't need a relationship. What you need is to go work on yourself. And then come back, circle back when you have your shit together. Once again, you men created this system. You have a whole entire system, and you're out here needing women to help you to be a man. so that she can submit to you. I just want to be perfectly clear. This, ladies, this is what these men are asking of you. They want you, and most of them, not all of them, want you to go 50-50 with them so that you can submit to them so you can be the submissive provider for them. I don't, you men have me fucked up. I don't submit to men. Don't come up in my face asking me for no 50-50 type shit. And for heaven's sakes, don't expect women like me to deal with you or take you serious. Um, I don't do roommate shit with men. And if you cannot afford a relationship, then you damn sure cannot afford a woman. And I have to question, can you even take care of yourself? And this once again, this is what men are out here expecting you women to sign up for. To take care of them while they're the titles or want to be called providers when you're the one who's the breadwinner and holding it down, and you're going to eventually put in more work than what he's doing or what he's not doing. Ladies, be careful dealing with these men and their crappy expectations, because once again, a lot of these men don't know themselves. They haven't figured themselves out. They're not working on themselves. And men, we can tell if you're working on yourselves. Many of you are not working on yourselves because you don't want to improve yourselves. You just want women to deal with you and all of your shadow work and all of your demons and all of your toxic masculinity. And you expect women like me to sacrifice their peace, their happiness, everything we worked hard for to put up with you and your bullshit. Absolutely not. You can go fuck yourself and find some other woman to put up with, which would probably be a pick me. Pick me's don't have a problem dealing with you and building you up to be a man. And once again, I can't take men serious who don't build into themselves. Like, we should all be evolving as human beings and as humans. But most of these men don't think they have to do the work. And then they come into your lives, ladies, just like this, all chaotic and toxic, all broken and unhealed, not broken financially, broken spiritually. Why? Because they've been out here sleeping around with multiple women, having multiple casual flings and hookups, creating soul ties with multiple women, and now they're ready to get in your bed, bringing those demons and all that energy with them. So while you're being intimate with these men, you're absorbing all of that energy that he had from a previous relationship with another woman prior to meeting and dealing with you. This is why I talk about soul ties and all this stuff here. These men are not practicing celibacy. They're out here jumping in relationships with multiple women, having ungodly, reckless sex with multiple women, and ready to jump in the bed with you, bringing whatever energy they had with another woman into your life. So while you're being intimate with this man, you're feeling the energy of him and other people he's been with. You guys, let me get off of here. I just want you ladies to understand what we're dealing with out here. If you're going to deal with these men, they need to be celibate. They need to go work on themselves. And they need to go heal themselves and all of their childhood trauma and past relationship baggage. Protect yourselves, ladies. Keep your standards up. Know your worth and value. Yeah. And stop allowing these men to dictate who you are and what you're supposed to do and all this stuff here. Because at the end of the day, a lot of these men don't know themselves, and they're not trying to figure themselves out.